Good morning, viewers. This is Kasturi Day. Welcome to MouShauk. Uh, Today, we will discuss the hydraulic jack or hydraulic lift. Okay, hydraulic jack is also called hydraulic lift and also hydraulic brake. These two machines, they work on the principle of hydraulic machines. That is Pascal's law. It works on Pascal's law. On the principle of Pascal's law, it works. Uh, so we will discuss these two topics. And uh, before I start, I will request you to please to subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet, or if you are a new viewer to my channel. And if you are liking the videos, press the like button, share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And uh, please do comment how are you liking these videos. Also, if you have any doubt, please to write in the comment box, or also you can also write in my email ID, that is kasturi74@gmail.com. Okay. So, and also I will I want to mention that in between these physics videos, I am also uploading some biology videos on my of class 9 syllabus only, on request of some of my viewers. Okay, so you can watch them. These the links are also given in the description box. Okay, the links of the previous video is also present. Even the playlist links are also there in the video, in the description box. And also some one more channel video which I have started. It's a Bengali spiritual channel. You can watch that if you are interested in that. Okay. So we will start with a short meditation, and then we will proceed with the discussion. Okay. So for meditation, let us concentrate on the point of light. Think that light is falling on you. You are being enlightened. Your whole body is lighted up. You're feeling happy. You're feeling energetic, enthusiastic. You're feeling as if you are getting interest in whatever you are doing, and you are thanking God at the end of the day for being sight, for being with you the whole day, helping you in your work and making you successful. So, uh, before I start with hydraulic jacks, see, the principle on which the hydraulic machine works, we know it acts on Pascal's law. So what did the Pascal law state? That in fluid mechanics, that is, it states that when the fluid is rest in a closed container, the pressure change in one part is transmitted without loss to the other part. Every portion of the fluid, not other part, but it's transmitted without loss to every portion of the fluid, and also to the walls of the container. Okay. And in this when the machine works on the Pascal's principle, a small force, by applying a small force on a smaller piston, a large amount of force is produced, that is transmitted to the bigger piston, but a large amount of force is transmitted to the bigger piston. This principle is applied on all the hydraulic machines. Okay, in the previous video, we discussed hydraulic press. Okay, now we will start discussing the hydraulic jack, or it is also known as hydraulic lift. Okay, now hydraulic jack is used to lift heavy vehicles at service stations for repair works. What does it work for? It is used to when the repairing works, where there is repair of vehicles, their heavy vehicles can be lifted by applying a small force. Okay. Now, how is it constructed? See, there are two tanks, two vessels are there. One is P, another is Q. Okay. And they are connected by a tube which is known as R. Okay. Two pistons are there. One piston A is in the P tank, P vessel, and piston B is in the Q vessel. Okay. Now, the okay, the wider tank, that is Q, is wider than P. P is a narrower vessel, and Q vessel, Q cylinder or Q vessel, that is broader. And the vessel is filled with a liquid, say here water. Okay, water it is filled, and there's a valve V in the R tube, and also there's a platform which is placed above the piston B where the vehicle is kept. Okay, and you can press the handle, and we will start with the working there a little later. Just I'll tell you how it is constructed like that. So the platform which is placed on above the piston B, there is a vehicle which is kept, which has to be taken up, okay, lifted up, so that it can be repaired. The lower portion of the vehicle can be seen and it can be repaired. Okay. So for this reason, this hydraulic jack or hydraulic lift is used. Now, how does it work? Okay. When we press the handle H, okay, a lever is attached to the handle H. Okay. And this, when we press the handle H, we apply effort on handle H. The fulcrum, which is attached with the lever to the piston A, that will press the piston A down. Okay, that will apply weight on piston A, and the piston A will move inside the cylinder P. Okay, pressing the liquid to move into the R tube. The V valve then opens, and the liquid, that is the water, will flow into the cylinder Q, into the vessel Q, and it will put the pressure on piston B to move up. Okay, the piston B will move up, and it will raise the vehicle which is placed on the platform above the piston B. Okay, now when the car or the vehicle has reached its desired height, okay, now then the handle H is relaxed. The lever relaxes, and the piston A will move up. When the piston A will move up, the cylinder, yes, it will relax the handle H. It will relax the handle H of the lever. The valve B that gets closed as the pressure on either side becomes the same. Okay, when we apply pressure on this, on the cylinder P, the liquid is pressurized, and it will move through the valve B. When the V valve opens, through the valve B into the tube R, through to it will move to the cylinder Q. But as soon as the vehicle which is at the top of the or above the piston beam, that has reached the height, the desired height, then what happens? The lever with the handle H, that relaxes. Then the piston A will move up. Okay, and the pressure of both the cylinders, that is Q and P, that becomes same. Both the sides of the valve will become same. Then the valve gets closed. The valve gets closed. The liquid will now not be able to run out from Q to P, or rather from P to Q. Okay. So this is okay. So this happens when the hydraulic jack works. How does it work? It is complete now. Next, we move on to hydraulic brakes. Now, why the hydraulic brakes are called hydraulic brakes? Why the name has come like hydraulic brakes? It is named so because they create braking force through the hydraulic pressure. It creates a braking force by applying a hydraulic pressure. As liquids are incompressible, why liquids are used without using, we don't use gas in place. Fluids, we know it's a fluid in this hydraulic machine, fluids are used. But why we don't use gas? Why we only use liquid or just water? Water is also liquid. So why do we use liquid? Because liquids are incompressible. And that's why gases are not employed. Okay. And these liquids which are placed in these brakes, they are known as brake fluid. Okay, the liquids which are placed in this hydraulic brakes, they are known as brake fluids. Okay, but make it a point that brake fluids are not gases; they are only liquids. Okay, now we come to the construction of the hydraulic brakes. Okay, it has a master cylinder which is called P. Okay, it's the master cylinder P, and another cylinder is there, that's a wheel cylinder, that's Q. So P has a less cross-sectional area is much less than the wheel cylinder, that is Q cylinder. Okay. Now there is a piston attached to the master cylinder, which is known as piston A. Another piston, rather two pistons are attached on the wheel cylinder, piston B1 and piston B2. Okay. And these two cylinders, that is the master cylinder and the wheel cylinder, they are attached by a pipeline which is known as R. Okay, and in between, in both the cylinders and in the pipeline R, there is a liquid brake fluid which is known as brake fluid, which is present in the between the in between the master cylinder and the wheel cylinder, in both the cylinders as well as in between the cylinders in the pipe. Okay. Now, these two brakes, piston B1 and piston B2, they are attached to brake shoe. Okay, these two brake shoes are there, which are attached to the piston brake B1 and piston B2. Okay, and there is a spring between the two brake shoes. These brake shoes are attached to a wheel, rather rim of the wheel, where there is a hinge between them. Okay, it can open, it can stretch and it can open slightly. Okay, this is the construction of the, another thing I have missed, that is one foot pedal is attached to the piston A. Foot pedal is there, which with the use of lever system, it is attached to piston A. Clear? So two cylinders are there, master cylinder P and wheel cylinder Q. Piston A is in the master cylinder. Piston B1 and B2 are in the wheel cylinder. Piston B1 and B2 are attached to the brake shoes, which are these two brake shoes are attached by a spring. The brake shoes are fitted in the rim of a wheel, which has a hinge. The piston A is attached to a foot pedal by a lever system. The piston the master cylinder P and wheel cylinder Q has a tube in connection. These two are connected by a tube, which the master cylinder P and wheel cylinder Q and also the tube R will have has the liquid which is known as brake fluid. Clear? Now, next we are moving to the the working of this hydraulic brakes. Okay. When the foot pedal is pressed to apply the brakes, pressure is applied to the liquid of the master cylinder P. The liquid flows out of the master cylinder P to the wheel cylinder Q. As a result, the pressure is equally transmitted and undiminished through the liquid to the piston B1 and B2 of the wheel cylinder. Both the pistons are forced to move outward. The brake shoes are pressed against the wheel ring. The wheel slows down. As pressure is transmitted via the liquid, it exerts equal pressure on all of the vehicle's wheels connected to the pipeline R. When the pedals are released, the liquid returns from the wheel cylinder to the master cylinder P. The spring returns the brake shoes to their original position. Piston B1 and B2 are compelled to return the wheel cylinder Q. Brakes are liberated. Okay, released. Okay, so how does it work? Let's come to the picture. See, first we apply brakes. We apply pressure on this foot pedal. Okay. When we are applying pressure to the foot pedal, the piston A is pressed in the move inside the master cylinder. See, the fluid inside the master cylinder will move to the pipeline R and move into the wheel cylinder. Thereby, it will press the piston B1 and piston B2 outward. It will move outward. Okay, when it will move outward, it will press the brake shoes, this side, that is both the brake shoes, to the rim of the wheel. Like this one, it will move. Okay, it is like this, no? So it will move like this. Okay. Now, when the brake shoes move, the spring is stretched, then the rim of the wheel, it will start, it will move, it will bifurcate. Okay. Now, when this happens, the liquid, okay, the wheel will slow down. When the brakes are applied, when the brake shoes move this side, that is outward, the wheel rim that is moving outward, the wheel slows down. Okay. Now, as the pressure is transmitted via the liquid, it will exert pressure on all the vehicle's wheels which are connected to this pipeline R. Any of the wheels which are connected to the pipeline R, all the wheels will have the equal amount of pressure. Okay. Now, when the pedal is released, okay, the brakes are applied, and then what happens? The wheel slows down. Now, after the wheel slows down, we release the pressure from the foot pedal. The piston A will come out. Okay, it would move outward from the master cylinder. The liquid from the wheel cylinder will flow into the piston A. When the liquid flows out of the wheel cylinder, the piston B1 and B2 will move inward. Brake shoes will also move inside. Rim will also move inside. The spring will contract. Okay. Spring will contract and come to the original position. Okay. And then the brakes are liberated. Brakes are released now. Okay. And the vehicle will start moving again. Okay. So this is the working principle of hydraulic brakes. Okay. So this much for today. In my next video, we will start with another thing is there. So what are the, one notification, hydraulic brakes notification is there, not hydraulic brakes, but it's a general hydraulic machine notification. Effort is less than the load, while the distance moved by the effort more than the distance moved by the load, such that effort in all the hydraulic machine, when the effort is less than the load, while the distance moved by the effort is more than the distance moved by the load. Okay, so effort is less than the load. Load, which is more, but when effort is less, load is more, effort is less. The distance moved by the effort is more than the distance moved by the load, such that effort into distance moved by the effort is equal to load into distance moved by the load. Work done by effort equal to work done by load. So mechanical advantage is equal to load by effort is greater than 1. Mechanical advantage will be In this case, mechanical advantage will be load by effort will be greater than 1. And velocity ratio will be distance moved by effort by distance moved by load. That will be also greater than 1. Hence, hydraulic machine acts as a force multiplier. It acts as a force multiplier. Okay. So next video will be on atmospheric pressure. So till then, if you have any doubts, please do write in the comment box. You can also write in my email ID, that is kasturi74@gmail.com. If you are liking the videos, press the like button, share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed yet or a new viewer to my channel, please do subscribe and ring the notification bell, because as soon as a new video is uploaded, it will notify you. And don't forget to meditate before you start your day. And one more thing I want to tell you, please make a note of all these. By when you are watching the videos, please make a small note on these mechanisms, draw the diagram, make a chart, what point comes, one after the other, the points are coming, how does it work, how does it, what are the parts of the machines, you will get notification, it will be easier to remember. Okay, it will be easier for you to remember. And make a daily routine. When you start your day, make a routine that you will do all these things in the whole day. Make a plan, rather, chart, and see at the end of the day that how much you have completed. Like this, you can move with the studies. As you are in class 9, you have to study in a defined way. In a regular way, you have to study so that you can get better results in your exam. So for that reason, I'm just telling you, you can follow a chart, keep a chart. In the morning, you prepare it, and at the end of the day, you see how much you have completed. That way, you can do multiple jobs, okay, in a specified time. I know you have lots of things to do in a small space of time. So for that reason, I'm telling you. So make a chart. One after the other, as you finish, you can tick, or you can also end of the day, you can cross check how much you have completed. Okay, and revise in your mind, recapitulate once that what you have studied. And in picture form, if you do it, it will be easier to remember. When you study, just picturize when you are recalling, picturize the image, what you have studied. And a flowchart form, if you do it, or in your diagrammatic form, if you do it, that will be easier to remember. Okay. So thank you for joining, and have a good day.